Hello, lovelies. Worked 8 hours. Right there. Surrounded by my mess. One day I will take care of it. Um, Busy sitting the event today. One thing got me worried because I suddenly started fearing that my hometown will get um let's say it attacked by atomic bomb. I just suddenly started fearing it. And I have almost all my family living there. Everyone but one person is in my hometown. 5 people. It's just family and also friends. And for some reason, I suddenly started fearing it. I didn't read about it or anything before that, so it could give me a thought. And why it gets me worried, because that's how I learned about the start of the war. I remember I was in the shower and suddenly I started fearing that it would start. Like, how would I communicate to my parents? What if I call them and I know that there are some sort of weapons that, like, they see the signal where it's coming from, and like the mobile phone signal, and basically that spot gets targeted. And I couldn't come down like for a couple hours. And then at some point I finally came down, told myself like calm down. Not came down, calmed down, right? It's a different word. Yeah, told myself, okay, it hasn't started yet. Hopefully it won't. Take the phone and check the news and you will see nothing happened. And I took the phone and it was like deep night here, but it was early morning there. Yeah, February 24th, 2022. I pick up the phone to open the news, and at that very moment, my goddaughter sends me a message that they started bombing the borderline with Crimea. That's like 40 minutes drive from the borderline is my hometown. If you follow the news, it's the only regional center that was captured by them, the only big city. That's my hometown, Kherson. And then 11 months, not 11, 9 months, they spent under occupation. And that was a nightmare. Especially those moments when Russians cut the phone service, the internet, electricity, and you're just, in this state where you have no idea whether they're alive, what is happening there, will I ever talk to them, will I ever see them again. So for some reason, I just started fearing the beginning of the war on the day when it happened. And today, suddenly, I started fearing that they will do what they are threatening to do on my hometown. So, kind of having that, I really do hope that that was a coincidence. But having that experience with how I basically fell to the start of the war, I'm kind of, like very worried now. But I try to distract myself. Yeah, I finished working at 7 p.m. Well, go make some dinner, maybe put on a movie or listen to a book or music, something to distract myself because I know I can like go into these thoughts and it will be like a rabbit hole for me and I will be just like going down, 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 and down. I've been down, I didn't like it there, so I will try to, drag myself out of there. Maybe I will even clean some of this mess because it's pretty bad. So we'll see. Thanks for listening. And hello again. Evening, 1 a.m., 1:02 a.m. actually. What happened? Cleaned a little bit. Distracted myself from bad thoughts. And while distracting, I actually came upon a thought that kind of comforted me. And I thought it's worth sharing. Maybe it'll help some of those who need some help and inspiration. I basically, in my head, was going through like different things that happened to me. And I realized that I actually always had all the answers here. It was either anticipating for things to happen, which is basically knowing that they will happen, or just basically having all the answers here. Another thing is that not always I wanted to see it, notice it, and understand it, and accept it, because not always it's something that is easy to accept, like when you make a mistake, for example, right? It can be kind of hard to admit, but I don't know why, but after that I felt kind of relieved. And I'm wondering, what is it? Is it part of taking responsibility? I don't know. I always thought that I have problems with taking responsibility. I always thought that I can do that. I don't know. This part is still a mystery, but I know the answer is somewhere here. Somewhere here. Yep. Did you notice that sometimes when you make the right decision or you find an answer to some of your questions, like, not the answer that you can read somewhere, but some uh, understanding, something changes like on your energy levels, like you feel either relieved or like you suddenly have more energy, like you got a chunk of energy from somewhere. And then it's like, okay, 1 a.m., what do I do with that? Right on time. No, just my thought. Another one. Yeah. Okay. 106. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.